athletes are faced with the challenging task of having to find a balance between school and their sports. They constantly have to prioritize their responsibilities in order to succeed in school as well as being able to focus on their athletic program. Because of this demanding athletic schedule, some people may argue that schoolwork and responsibilities regarding academics become less of a priority and blame the athletic programs provided by schools. This brings me to my main claim that athletic programs are an essential factor of students' academic growth. My 3 claims that I will be discussing in order to address how athletic programs truly are a beneficial outlet to academic growth will be how athletic programs force students to become more organized, how being on a team allows athletes to rely on others, and lastly, how students that play sports are more motivated to succeed in school. My first key point is, when participating in school athletic programs, students are forced to adapt to demanding organizational skills. The 2 main organizational skills that athletes use in their everyday routine are time management and preparation. Time management is important in regarding such a busy schedule. Having the ability to adapt to a strict routine and plan around practices, games, class, and homework is vital for success in school. Athletic programs help to enforce time management, which applies to students' role in the academic field. Students apply time management when getting organized for each and every day. Also, preparation is a key factor that brings important success in school. Whether it is uniforms, water, proper attire, shoes, and so on, athletic programs require people to be prepared. Students take this concept and apply it to their success in school as well. Students must be prepared for class the same way they are prepared for the sport by bringing their proper material needed for everyday class. For example, David Ledet is a direct example of having to adjust to a demanding athletic schedule, but still keeping school a priority. With the highest GPA in Brooklyn campus at 3.9 and leading his team to contention for the conference title 4 years in a row, Ledet states that having a strict schedule forces you to study, but it's more than discipline. On our team, we had athletes from 13 different countries: Sweden, Israel, Trinidad, Colombia. Most of them came here for education. The second key point I would like to address is, when participating in athletic programs, students are faced with the responsibility of having others to rely on. Athletic programs most frequently are associated with the type of team or group of people. When spending so much time together practicing, playing, or during games, you form a type of common denominator or bond. You learn how to work together and be there for each other. This can show dramatic academic growth because this team becomes resources for asking questions, forming study groups, and even having a support system. For example, I have played soccer my entire life and have been fortunate enough to be able to represent Cal Poly Pomona on the women's soccer team. From experience, I have never relied on a group of girls so much for schoolwork or homework. My team here at Pomona is provided with study hall, which requires 4 hours a week of going into a room to study with your team. It has already benefited me tremendously as I was able to practice and run my speech by all my teammates. My final point is that athletes that play sports are more motivated to succeed in school. Motivation to succeed in school also comes from a direct positive effect from athletic programs. Participating in athletic programs gives you all the logic from being active and playing your sport, leading to better mental thought process. For example, for the study published in the Journal of the American College of Sports Medicine, researchers at the Beckham Institute for Advanced Science and Technology at the University of Illinois recruited 36 male and female students ages 18 to 22. Half were varsity athletes at the university, a Division I school, and they represented a wide variety of sports including cross-country, baseball, swimming, tennis, wrestling, soccer, and gymnastics. The rest of the volunteers were healthy young college students, but not athletes, from a variety of academic departments. These volunteers were put through a simulation where they had to walk on a treadmill under virtual reality goggles to simulate crossing an alley through busy traffic. Each person had a variety of crossings and could only walk the street, not run. The resulting data showed 85% completion rate, where a great majority was successful due to the athletes. Art Kramer, a leader in the study of exercise and cognition who oversaw the research when referencing the success of the athletes, declared, "They didn't move faster, but it looked like they thought faster." Schools that maintain athletic programs usually obtain a minimum GPA requirement in order to be able to participate in the athletic program. This requirement is true motivation to athletes to apply themselves in school and to succeed in order to participate in their athletic program. This brings a fear of not being able to play a sport, which results in a fear of failure and a desire to succeed. For example, in a study reported by the LA Times, Eric Sondheimer from the Los Angeles Unified School District conducted research that shows both attendance and classroom performance from student athletes. According to the study, the 35,000 student athletes in the Los Angeles Unified School District attended an average of 21 more days of school per year than their counterparts, while they also sported GPAs some 0.55 to 0.74 points higher than non-athletes. Keep in consideration that GPAs are typically calculated on a scale of 0.00 to 4.0, and students attend an average of 180 days per school year. In conclusion, athletic programs are vital in academic growth.
All right, the claim's clear, organization is excellent and easy to follow. The first 2 points rely on a lot of explanation and hypothetical examples. There is one particular example and quote that you use on the second point that I thought worked pretty well. That's the David Ledet evidence. Everything else seemed, like it's mostly explanation and justification, so I think you need better proof on that. I thought that the proof on the third point was a lot more substantial and you had better evidence there. It still wasn't clear what the heck that one piece of information was talking about. I'm going to stop here because I'd like to get in one more speaker. We have 2 people that we got bumped the other